This letter was written May the 23rd, 1970, and it's typed, which is unusual because usually, obviously, I was in my job in the rear, and it's addressed to the Honorable John V. Lindsay, Mayor of New York City, New York, New York. I write, Dear Mayor Lindsay, a news release in the Pacific Stars and Stripes dated 2 May 1970 regarding your speech at the University of Pennsylvania prompted me to write this letter. A quotation in it particularly concerns me. Quote, the people who have refused to go into the military service and who have accepted the legal consequences of it are the real heroes. End quote. Sir, this is a stab in the back to every law-abiding young man who, instead of taking the easy way out, chooses to obey the law and fulfill his military obligation, his patriotic duty. Sir, correct me if I'm wrong, but from your statement, it seems to me as if you are endorsing and maybe encouraging lawlessness. As it is now written, it's against the law to fraudulently attempt to evade the draft or to refuse induction into the armed services. Do you also support so-called peaceful demonstrations that always seem to end with the destruction of federal property on the campus? Sir, in your statement, you say the real heroes are those who refuse to obey the law and accept legal consequences as a result. I suppose it does take some limited degree of fortitude to flaunt the law. It's a misguided courage, however. Sir, you cite the thousands of young men who have exiled themselves in Canada as proof that the people will not stand for the war. I submit that there are many more thousands that have taken a stand also, a stand in accordance with the written law. These I speak of are conscientious objectors who, because of moral or religious beliefs, choose a non-combatant role but still serve honorably in the service. John Stuart Mills has very aptly put into words the way I feel about your statement and those who evade the draft. Quote, war is an ugly thing, but not the ugliest thing. The decayed and degraded state of moral and patriotic feeling which thinks nothing worth a war is worse. A man who has nothing which he cares about more than his personal safety is a miserable creature who has no chance of being free, unless made and kept so by the exertions of better men than himself. End quote. Sincerely yours, Michael W. Wayne, Spec 4, HHC, 11th Infantry Brigade, APO, San Francisco. Oh my gosh, it was a kind of a trip through the past, a past that sometimes has been kept purposely closed, and it's been good to go back and refresh my memory, and if anything, it's ignited kind of a passion to capture my thoughts while I still have them for my children, and because I think I can give them some insight into a conflict that has somehow gotten a really bad name. And I don't know that too awful many people have bothered to set the record straight. It's a story that needs to be told, and so I do my small part.